Everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to permanently fix the analog stick drift on your PlayStation 4 controller. And I'm going to be using this small kit from Techmen. I bought this off Amazon. It comes with a bunch of little tools that I'm going to be using, like this tweezer, this screwdriver, and this little plastic piece. Now, the first thing we want to do is flip it around, and there's going to be 4 screw holes. I already removed these, and it should be very easy to see where they all are, and just remove those. And when you remove them, you're going to notice this cover is going to start to have some separation on it. Now you can just take this off and feed it through. Be careful not to hit the R2 and the L2 button, because that might pop off on you. So just feed this over the top of it. Be slow, because your back is still going to be connected here with a ribbon cable. And you might feel the battery fall off on you, and my R2 button just fell off. And you can see this ribbon cable is still connected, and I'm going to have to replace this R2 button back in. So this will just go over the top right here, and sometimes there is a spring connected on my model, so you have to look to see if you have a spring in there or not. But this can be very tricky to place back in if it does, because the spring will have to sit right here, and it has to go around this little cylinder, and then you have to place it back in and snap it on. Alright, so let's get this off now, the battery. Be careful with the battery. I usually just grip it and wiggle it back and forth until it comes up a little bit, and then I can pull it out. If you try to pull it by the cables, you might rip these cables off, and then the battery will be no good. So just grip it and wiggle, and it should pop off on you. Then we can lift this up. Now this little piece right here, this might fall off on you at some point. It just goes right here. Good. And then we can put that to the side. We got this one ribbon cable on the top to remove. And then we already moved this one from the back. So let's do that one screw right now and remove this. Now when you do this, this entire board will lift up. So there's only one screw for this. Then we can feed it through and take these off. Now we can see the thumbsticks. Now you got to think of which one you're going to be doing. So I'm going to do this side, which is my right side. When I flip it around, it's going to be my left side. So now we want to open up this little area and clean it. So let's zoom on in so we can get a better view. Now this can be a little bit tricky at cleaning. So you can see this little plastic piece, this gray piece or green piece. We're going to open this up, and we're going to do both sides. We're going to do the right side and the bottom side. But in this video, I'm just going to show you one. So you can do 2. And I'm going to be using a small cotton swab to clean it. And also the rubbing alcohol I showed you before. Rubbing alcohol. Good. Now, with this tweezer, I'm just going to get in here. I don't think I've ever done this to this controller. In the past, I didn't have this tool, and it was a lot harder to open this little box up. So just get in here, and it might be a little difficult. So just be careful. You don't want to bend this or break it. And it seems like the PS4 is a lot more difficult to open than the PS5. Alright, so I got some separation in there. Alright, so it's open now. Try not to bend it as far back. If you do, that's fine. But you can see how this is positioned in here. It's just vertical. And then we can just remove it. So it's a little bit difficult to remove for some reason here. Alright, it should just lift up on you. And take a look at how this goes in there. So the rounded side was up, and the white side was facing towards me. Now we can see a clear cylinder all the way around, and I don't think I had a problem with this at all. But I'm just going to put some rubbing alcohol in this cap and then dip my cue stick in there. Alright, and then I'm just going to take this and clean this out completely. Make sure you can see a clear circle and there's no black marks on that. And sometimes, you know, I'll open it up on some of my controllers and it'll be black all the way around. I'm like, oh, that's why I had stick drift. And you can see there's some black material on here. And make sure you're not using rubbing alcohol, nail polish remover, because that's going to just remove the paint from everything. And you might have that laying around and it looks exactly like rubbing alcohol. So once you clean that out really good, and this is older controller, this is probably like 10 plus years old, clean out really good. Then we need to look at this little piece right here, and you clean this off too. Try not to press down on this though, because this could damage this little piece. You can see how it kind of lifts up and there's a ridge on it. So you don't want to damage this. Now we need to place it back in, and we need to align it so it fits vertically in there. And this piece can be a little bit difficult to get back in. So I have it back in, kind of just like that. And then I'm going to press down with my thumb on it so it sits back in a little bit better. And now I have to rotate it. Alright. That's good. Press it down again. I think I can get it a little bit better. Alright. Just like that. Now I can close up this little box. And this one will snap on. You'll hear a snap, or you'll feel a snap when it's in. Yep. So you can see it snapped on. There's not any gap on there at all. So make sure this is actually closed. Otherwise it's probably not going to work and register. And then you can try this out. Feels good. And sometimes I'll take some compressed air. I'll just blow inside here to get any kind of debris out of there if there's something stuck in there. Now with compressed air, it says, do not shake, do not shake. So I'm thinking you shouldn't shake this. Everyone wants to shake it because it's satisfying for some reason to shake it. And then try to keep it level when you're spraying too, so you don't get any moisture or anything on here, because we're going to be using that in like a minute from now. So I have everything on there now, and I'm good to go. And you can just put together your controller, get your thumbsticks on there now, and place everything back together. So I just cleaned one side. You might need to clean both of them off, and depending if you have stick drift on the other side as well. So put your thumbstick caps on, and then just rotate this around. And be careful, these wires are very thin here too, and it's very easy to put back together. So I can zoom out. Just remember, there might be some pieces that are falling out on you, like this little black piece right here if you have this version of the PlayStation 4 controller. So you can just flip these around now and feed it through, just like this. Then you got this ribbon cable on the top. Now this kind of, you flip it up, put the ribbon cable in, and then you gotta flip it back down. So it's got like a locking mechanism on it. So I'm gonna push it down now. You can kind of see how that is. It came up on me. But it's very easy to put the controller together again. So let's just put this all together now. Okay, so I have that locked in. Then you got that one screw that goes here. And these screws are nearly impossible to find if you lose them on the ground. So let's rotate this down now. Just like this. And it seems like the ones, it doesn't really seem like they all work. All right, let's try this one. So whatever one that appears the smallest is the one that came from the board. So if you have a magnetic screwdriver, that's going to help in this situation. Otherwise, I always seem to lose them. All right, I'm going to push down on the board and then place the screw in. Otherwise, it's just going to rotate freely. So then you can just get the screw in, put this on top. So I'm just going to put the battery in now, just like this, connect it. Then you gotta connect the cable right here. You can see there's a cable you have to attach from here. Feed this over the top, just like this. And then you'll probably get stuck on the sides here, so you have to lift this up and over. And then you'll have your controller together again. But hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more tech videos coming up next on Your 6 Studios.